In a prediction that has captivated global leaders, Donald Trump has just forecasted Guyana's future not just as an economic player, but as a new global power. He revealed that the nation is poised to leverage its oil wealth in a way no one anticipated, creating a new model of 21st century influence. At the very heart of Guyana's meteoric rise onto the world stage lies a bold and unprecedented initiative, the Guyana Sovereign Technology Fund. This fund, quietly established in the shadows of the country's recent oil boom, is rapidly becoming the engine behind Guyana's transformation from a relatively small South American nation into a formidable global power. While the world's attention has been fixed on Guyana's newfound oil wealth, few have noticed the strategic moves being made behind closed doors, moves that could reshape the balance of technological power for decades to come. The Guyana Sovereign Technology Fund is not just another government savings account or a rainy day fund. Instead, it represents a visionary leap into the future, a calculated gamble that could see Guyana leapfrogging traditional economic development models and positioning itself at the very forefront of the world's most advanced industries. Rather than simply depositing its oil revenues into traditional reserves or spending them on short-term infrastructure projects, the Guyanese government, under the guidance of its most forward-thinking leaders, has chosen a radically different path. In a move that stunned even seasoned financial analysts, former U.S. President Donald Trump, now acting as a key advisor to Guyana, revealed that the nation is quietly allocating hundreds of billions of dollars into the Guyana Sovereign Technology Fund. This fund is not just about saving for the future, it's about actively shaping it. The strategy is as audacious as it is secretive. Guyana is using its oil windfall to acquire controlling stakes in the world's most critical and rapidly evolving future technologies. These are not minor investments or passive holdings. The fund is designed to give Guyana a seat at the table, and in some cases, the deciding vote, when it comes to the direction and deployment of technologies that will define the next century. The scale of these investments is staggering, with the fund quietly amassing influence in sectors that are expected to underpin the global economy for generations. The scope of the Guyana Sovereign Technology Fund's ambitions is nothing short of breathtaking. Its portfolio spans the most transformative and disruptive fields imaginable. From artificial intelligence, where Guyana now holds significant stakes in companies developing advanced machine learning algorithms and autonomous systems, to quantum computing, a sector poised to revolutionize everything from cryptography to pharmaceuticals, the fund's reach is global and its influence growing, but it doesn't stop there. The fund is also targeting next-generation battery technologies, securing patents and intellectual property that could determine the future of energy storage and electric mobility. By investing in these cutting-edge sectors, Guyana is not only ensuring its own prosperity, but is also positioning itself as a gatekeeper for the technologies that will shape the world's economic, military, and social landscapes. In boardrooms from Silicon Valley to Shenzhen, the presence of Guyanese representatives is now a signal that the stakes are higher than ever. As the world races toward a future defined by technological supremacy, the Guyana Sovereign Technology Fund stands as a testament to the power of vision, strategy, and the willingness to take bold risks. The question now is not whether Guyana can keep up with the world's superpowers, but whether the world's superpowers can keep up with Guyana. Furthermore, he predicted that Guyana, once considered a small and relatively overlooked nation on the northern coast of South America, will soon wield unprecedented financial clout on the global stage. This transformation is being driven by the country's recent oil discoveries, which have catapulted Guyana into the ranks of the world's fastest-growing economies. The vast reserves of oil found off its shores have not only attracted the attention of major multinational corporations, but have also fundamentally altered the country's economic trajectory. As oil production ramps up, billions of dollars are flowing into Guyana's coffers, providing the government with resources that were unimaginable just a decade ago. This newfound wealth is expected to be a game-changer, enabling Guyana to pursue ambitious projects and assert itself as a key player in international finance and development. With this financial windfall, Guyana is poised to become the primary financier for infrastructure and development across the global south. The government has already signaled its intention to use oil revenues to fund transformative projects, not just within its own borders, but throughout Latin America, the Caribbean, Africa, and beyond. Imagine new highways, bridges, ports, and power plants springing up in countries that have long struggled to secure affordable financing. Guyana's approach is unique. Rather than simply investing in its own development, it aims to share its prosperity with other emerging economies, fostering a sense of solidarity and mutual progress. This strategy is likely to win Guyana many friends and allies, as nations across the global south look for alternatives to traditional Western lenders and the often onerous conditions they impose. By offering loans and financial assistance without the political conditions that typically accompany aid from Western countries, Guyana is positioning itself as a more attractive partner for development. In the past, many countries in the global south have been wary of accepting Western loans, which often come with strings attached, such as demands for political reforms, economic restructuring, or alignment with certain foreign policy objectives. Guyana's model, in contrast, is based on respect for sovereignty and a commitment to non-interference. This means that recipient countries can access much-needed capital without having to compromise their independence or adopt policies that may not be in their best interests. As a result, Guyana's financial offerings are likely to be met with enthusiasm by governments seeking to chart their own course. Unlike some other lenders, whose loans have been criticized for creating debt traps that leave countries struggling to repay and vulnerable to external pressure, Guyana is taking a different approach. The government has pledged to ensure that its financial assistance is sustainable and transparent, with terms that are fair and manageable for borrowers. This commitment to responsible lending is designed to build trust and foster long-term partnerships rather than short-term gains. By avoiding the pitfalls that have plagued other development finance models, Guyana hopes to set a new standard for international cooperation. The emphasis is on win-win outcomes, where both Guyana and its partners benefit from shared growth and prosperity. Through these efforts, Guyana is set to build a vast and intricate network of economic and political allegiance that spans continents. As more countries turn to Guyana for financing and investment, a new web of relationships will emerge, linking economies and societies in ways that were previously unimaginable. This network will not only facilitate trade and investment, but also promote cultural exchange, technological collaboration, and diplomatic engagement. Guyana's rise as a financial powerhouse will thus have far-reaching implications, reshaping the balance of power in the global south and beyond. The country's leaders envision a future in which Guyana serves as a bridge between regions, helping to unite diverse nations around common goals and shared interests. In doing so, Guyana is creating a new center of gravity in international affairs, one that challenges the traditional dominance of established powers and offers a fresh vision for global development. As the world watches this remarkable transformation unfold, the question is not whether Guyana will succeed, but how far its influence will reach. Will it inspire other resource-rich nations to follow its example? Can it maintain its commitment to fairness and transparency as its power grows? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. Guyana's financial clout is reshaping the landscape of international relations, and its impact will be felt for generations to come. The world is watching because this signals the birth of a new type of superpower, one built not on military might, but on absolute financial sovereignty and strategic technological ownership, fundamentally challenging the existing world order. In today's world, the global landscape is shifting at a pace never seen before. Nations are rising, alliances are evolving, and the balance of power is constantly being redefined. From the bustling financial districts that drive the world's economies, to the remote oil rigs fueling industry, every corner of the globe is interconnected in ways that shape our daily lives. Understanding these changes isn't just for policymakers or business leaders, it's essential for anyone who wants to stay informed and make sense of the world around them. As new powers emerge and established ones adapt, the strategies that guide nations, corporations, and individuals are constantly being rewritten. Whether it's the latest breakthrough in technology, a major shift in global trade, or the subtle moves of diplomacy behind closed doors, staying ahead means having access to the most up-to-date and reliable information. That's why we're here, to break down the complexities, highlight the trends, and provide you with clear, actionable insights. By subscribing to our channel, you're not just following another source of news, you're joining a community dedicated to understanding the forces that shape our future. But subscribing is just the first step. To truly stay ahead, you'll want to be notified the moment we release new content. By ringing the notification bell, you ensure that you're always among the first to know about our latest analyses, deep dives, and special reports. Imagine being able to anticipate market shifts, understand geopolitical developments, and recognize emerging opportunities before they become mainstream topics. That's the advantage you gain when you stay connected and informed with us. Our channel is more than just a source of information. It's your guide to navigating the complexities of a rapidly changing world. We cover everything from the construction of transformative infrastructure projects and the latest innovations in science and technology, to the stories behind the headlines that impact your life. Each video is crafted to give you the context and clarity you need to make informed decisions, whether you're a student, a professional, or simply a curious mind. Don't miss out on the essential guides and updates that can help you understand not just what is happening, but why it matters. Subscribe now, ring the bell, and join us as we explore the forces shaping our world together.